Hey, wondering, how many times have you looked at that tape of Emmanuel Hall getting open deep last year in that game? And, as a safety, what do you got to do to make sure that doesn't happen?
I watched that a few times, reviewing last year's tape and watching this year's tape. Seeing he's a real fast guy. We playing a great team coming up this week, so we really got to, hone in and focus on everything we need to do.
Is that the ultimate, charge of a safety is don't let him get behind you, whoever it is?
Right, definitely staying deep, protecting the defense in front of you, because I'm the last line of defense back there, so whenever I can, stay deep and, chase the ball down, that's something I enjoy doing, so I take pride in that.
As a defense, so would you agree this is the toughest test y'all had to this point?
I mean, you can say that. Every week, every week in and out, we come in with the mindset of, making us better as far as a team. So, the game plan is still, going to be, executed to the T. But as far as this team is definitely, a real good team. So we never take any opponent lightly, but we're gonna, really focus on this week.
What have y'all been doing to prepare to defend against a pass-heavy quarterback like Drew Lock?
Definitely, just making sure we get back to our fundamentals, our basics, getting everything back to what we used to doing, not doing nothing new. Everything that we was doing, before, just making sure we focus in on it and, tweaking the little things, make sure we're on point.
So honing your skills.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You going to carry the hit stick to
Oh yeah,
Missouri?
Definitely. The hit stick is going wherever I go.
Can you talk a little bit more about the mythology of that?
I mean, it's just the hit stick. I can't really, elaborate much on it, but it's just the hit stick,
What kind of bat is it? Is it plastic or is it a real bat?
Nah, he wood. Wood.
How'd you get?
As far as making a big tackle, the previous week against South Carolina, I earned it a little bit, so I just put a little twist on it with the black, painted it black. So
You painted it black.
yeah.
So whose bat?
It's my bat.
It's your bat.
Oh yeah.
Is it something y'all have had in the room all year, or is it something that's new?
It's
how
fairly
did it get in your possession?
Right. It's fairly new. You know what I'm saying? Coming, every Monday we come review the tape, seeing what we do. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what we did the previous game and rewards are given out as far as bats and savage pads and stuff like that.
So is this your thing?
No. Definitely, it was definitely Coach Tuck's idea. So that was a big thing. I love it, as you can see.
Have you gotten the bat as an award?
Oh yeah, I got that.
Obviously, you own the bat.
Right.
It is, so
Right.
it's still special to get the bat.
Oh yeah, definitely. You get a bat, you bad man.
Does he decide who gets the bat, or do you kind of have a say in it?
Nah, the coaches they review it, and they give it out as a, whoever had the biggest hit that week.
So you guys used to have a lacrosse stick of some sort?
Yeah, I think so. I never seen it, but I heard about it. I never seen it, nothing like that.
Do you do a better job of keeping secrets away from here? Or?
I mean, it ain't really a secret, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, I carry it around, so it's out there.
It's hard to miss. You've gotten your hands on some balls,
Right.
real close on that one in South Carolina. I know that's defensive backs live for picks.
Right.
So what's your mentality and how's that been? How bad do you want to get your hand on a ball right now?
I mean, my mentality definitely just been doing my job first. Listening to coaches just telling me, if I do my job, everything will come to me. So as far as just me focusing on what I have to do, as far as in the game plan and making the team better, that's what I do. And if interceptions come, it come. I'm not really, focused on how many interceptions I can get. I'm always what can I do to make sure I do my job that's helping the team and everybody being on the same page.
How was playing alongside JR helped you with your development?
I mean, he's a real good player, and it's just me focus on what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as my my knowledge to the game and stuff like that. So I don't really have to rely on him to know where tell me nothing like that. So I'm just staying in my playbook and doing what I got to do.
I want to ask you about Brenton Cox, because obviously people know about the argument that happened last week, but he's been a guy that's that's come in on third downs and stuff, and has been a contributor a good bit. But as he's kind of been that emotional freshman at times, I mean, have you talked to him about kind of bringing in his emotions?
Nah, I mean, Brent's, obviously, as you can see, a great player. You know what I'm saying? Great pass rusher, run stopper, a guy like that. In the game of football, it's just things happen. So I don't really know about the situation. I wasn't, really aware of what happened or nothing like that. But as far as I know, it's just showing, team love, basically. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't say nothing if you didn't care about it. So, but as far as like him as a person, the guy, he's a great, great young man. He's always gonna give it with everything he got, and we expect the same thing. He expects the same thing out of us.
Has anyone ever gotten on you like that? Made sure you're doing your job.
I mean, that I try not to make it to where somebody got to, do that. But as far as I have, he wears a red hat.
Shows you some love.
Oh yeah, I get shown plenty of love. So.
Did you get a chance to, I know you're focused on Saturday and Wednesday, but the schedule for next year, did you have a chance to see that today?
No, I haven't had a chance to look at it. I heard, a little bit about it a few minutes ago actually in the locker room, but I really haven't got a chance to look at it yet.
Coach said you're a player who's really grown up a lot. How do you feel that you've grown and progressed as a player over the past 2 seasons?
I mean, I feel like, as time goes on, I had to mature faster because it was things that the team needed from me, and everybody on the team is, counting on each other, and I'm part of the team, so, I gotta make sure I do my job to make sure we're in a great position as a team, to be able to thrive. And so I think, growing up was something I had to do as far as football and my knowledge towards the game.
Going back to the schedule, you might have already known you guys are playing Notre Dame at home next year. So, having played there last year, what do you think that's going to be like?
I mean, I think it's going to be a great experience, being able to play, Notre Dame every time since last year. It was a great turnout for our fans up there. So, just to be in our backyard again, it's going to be even better.
The lack of sacks has kind of been a topic. I know as a defensive unit, is that a concern, or has that just kind of been the way that the other teams have played that's limited that?
As far as, stuff like that, that's something we really haven't focused on. As far as that, but, making sure our assignments are good and things like that will come, as far as us executing the game plan and things like that.
How do you think these first 3 games have tested you guys in terms of on the back end, the passing game? How have you defended it, you think, and how much of a difference is this week going to be?
Well, I definitely think every week we'll get better. I think, as time goes on, we're going to continue to get better. Every week is a challenge, in practice, in the game. So, we day in and day out, that secondary is being challenged, to get better just as everyone else is. And I think as time goes on, we're going to keep getting better.